It can be difficult to get straight answers out of cabinet ministers. Opposition MPs have a chance during question period, but oftentimes they can't even hear themselves ask a question because of heckling, something that Green Party leader Elizabeth May tried to change last week.
I would ask the honourable members on the opposition benches to at least show the courtesy of not heckling so loudly that other members can't hear the answers.
And how did MPs react to May's impassioned plea to respectfully listen to answers? She was heckled.
Order. I thank the honourable member for Saanich Gulf Islands for her intervention. I regret that some members felt it necessary to make the point that she was making by heckling while she was making her intervention, which is regrettable.
Question period is for asking questions and getting heckled, not for answers. So where can MPs go to get a straight answer from government members? To committee. Conservative MP Pierre Poilievre tried to get an answer out of Finance Minister Bill Morneau in committee last week, but all he got was a sick burn.
At this point, are you prepared to admit that you had no intention of keeping your promise to the Canadian people in 2015 when you promised the budget would be balanced next year?
It's a challenge when someone hasn't had experience in managing a balance sheet or, in fact, managing anything of any substance.
So I guess that's a no, Bill? Morneau alleged that Poilievre had no experience managing money, but that isn't true. A CBC story last week revealed that Pierre Poilievre had accepted over $21,600 worth of free travel last year from a Taiwanese business organization for himself and his then girlfriend. So Pierre does know a thing or two about lining his pockets, Bill. In your face. Yeah. Now, Poilievre wasn't the only person to try and hold Morneau's cool socks to the fire. Lisa Raitt tried to get an answer out of him, and Morneau was his usual charming self.
Isn't this just a way to get a woman's vote? Isn't that what this is all about?
We will drag along the Neanderthals who don't agree with that, and that will be our continuing approach.
Well, I'm not a Neanderthal.
See, Lisa? Bill wasn't fishing for women's votes, and to prove it, he called a female MP a Neanderthal. Bill isn't great at answering questions. Maybe, Mr. Morneau, you should take a page from the handbook of Liberal Environment Minister Catherine McKenna. She knows how to answer a question.
And I want a number here. How much will Canada's emissions be reduced?
We believe in numbers, so we spent a lot of time modeling. We also worked closely with provinces and territories. And with each province and territory, each province and territory is different. And
what is the number of the reduction?
And the good news is that all the jurisdictions...
Quite clearly, the minister is simply unable to provide a number, which is clearly ridiculous.
Morneau offended women with his answer, but McKenna knows she won't offend anyone because she never answers the question. So this brings us back to Elizabeth May. Ms. May, you say you can't hear the answers because of loud heckling. Heckling isn't the problem. The real reason you can't hear the answers is, when it comes to this government, there aren't any. Don't miss the best sketches from season 25 and 22 minutes. Subscribe right now and check out more over here. We've also added the worst sketch. Watch all the videos until you find it.